obviously it's going to give us access to our email address and to a whole host of other kind of student functionality. So those are the main things you should have from us. Now, you'll also have a tutorial note on using how to access Mega Meeting. And then just a general tutorial on how to access Twin, and really it's the orientation lecture. So you've received a Westlaw ID. Now, if you haven't received your Westlaw ID, and you're enrolled, everything's paid up, you're in good standing, or it's one semester in the program and you're in good standing, but your Westlaw is not working, you have two options. One, you received it and you forgot it, or you received it, it's not working. Well, you'll just call Westlaw. We'll see that in a moment. Their 24/7 365 support, which is the same as Lexis's 24/7 365 support and all these other databases. We have the largest amount of law library databases. We'll see that at the end. But if you haven't received it at all, we have to email Hester at HRoss, and she'll interface with the library for you. You may have already interfaced because Jane Larrington, the law librarian responsible for Lexis and Westlaw and other databases, she may have emailed you directly because we give her the student list and everybody who's enrolled on time and all, she just emails you directly with your stuff. Or alternatively, you've gotten it from Hester because then she gives it to Hester, and then Hester sends you a complete packet, one email with all 5 of those items on top of your screen that say Westlaw, Lexis, and so forth. I'm going to go ahead and close the noteboard and reopen my Westlaw page, Twin, and click register your password here. And you'll need to, and then you go in and you fill in your information as I've done. Okay. So once you've filled in your information with register your password, your email address, and yada yada, now you have a username and you have a password. So I've already opened mine. I'll close this screen. I'll open up my view as a student. And I'm going to go to the orientation course. You'll have all the courses that you're enrolled in appear on your screen when you're using your real Westlaw ID. If you're using a guest Westlaw password, because you're still processing your financial aid, your FAFSA, what have you, you'll only see the orientation class or the other classes that your guest password is good for. And then again, of course, when you receive your real Westlaw ID, you'll go in and register that like I've just shown you. With the orientation course, we're going to look at the functionality of Twin, which was the second part of our orientation of part 1. We did Monday and Wednesday. For every course, when you first go in, we said you go to syllabus after posting your social Bible. You go to syllabus, and you're going to look for 3 things in the syllabus. The first thing you're going to want to know is, when are my lecture times? So you'll go to your calendar, because the syllabus, the lecture times are in there, but they're also in your calendar, and we'll see the functionality of the calendar now. As a student, this is how your calendar looks. And so you see for this orientation class, you had lectures twice a day for the first 2 days. and you can click on that, and if there are any lecture notes, such as who's lecturing, or be on time, or make sure you've read something, they would be here under notes, as you see on your screen right now. So all I did was click on a link. I'll show you the faculty view. The reason I'm showing you the faculty view is to, let's look at the 9 o'clock lecture for Saturday now. There's a reminder set up. The instructor will set up a reminder 1 hour to all course participants. So that means, I'll show you under Modify, 1 hour before the lecture begins, this twin system will automatically send a reminder by email to all students enrolled in the course. What is the email address it's going to send it to? Whichever one that you registered when you entered into Twin the first time. If you want to change it, you'll go back to the lawschool.westlaw.com page, and you'll simply click on the registration, and instead of clicking register for first time link, you'll click the update registration link. So 1 hour before, this will email to all participants. Your lecturers normally set up the Twin classroom to have a course calendar that reminds you 1 hour before. You'll see that under assignments, under Dropbox and so forth, for your course assignments, it's the same kind of thing, but they won't remind you 1 hour before. And assignments do, they'll remind you 3 days or 5 days, whatever is appropriate to, if it's a short assignment, maybe 1 or 3 days. If it's a long assignment, maybe 7 days before the actual assignment is due. Okay. You'll see that there's some notes here in this lecture. Okay, so that's what our calendar looks like. So you're always going to want to look at the course calendar. Now, we have a program calendar on a freeware site. I'm going to go to web links for a moment. What's web links? That's on my left-hand menu. Under web links, we have 3 types of information generally contained here. One, this is where your on-demand lecture links are put. I'll go to a real course and show you what that looks like later. Number 2, we'll have links to third-party websites that your teacher wants you to know about for this course. Research websites, video websites, what have you. Finally, we have administrative information such as our program calendar. So let me circle program calendar. I'm going to click on program calendar, and this opens up. Oops, I just closed it by accident. Program calendar. So let's go look at April. You'll see during April we listed on this calendar website, the program calendar website, just highlighting everything, all the various lectures that were occurring in the whole program. Now, you don't have to worry about going to the program calendar website. If you're enrolled in courses, so you'll be in career services, you'll be in, let's say you're a new student, you're in Thesis 1, career services, everyone's in career services together, and you're in international tax planning. Okay, so you look at your international tax planning calendar for the whole semester, so you go through, let's just make this book.